And welcome. You're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3. I'm Ria Ramble.
I'm Ryan Beachu.
I am Jassi Marik with sport.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampasad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. World Championship reward for TNT as Keyshawn Walcott and Jareem Richards win gold and silver in Tokyo.
Grandfather law narrowly passes, but not without serious criticism.
State drops appeal against Brent Thomas and apologizes for abuse of power in his case.
Coming up in sport.
They just figure we in the backyard and what will come out from in the country.
Toko and Point Fortin residents endorse their star athletes after World Championships heist.
Heavy afternoon rainfall resulted in disruptions along the Eastern Main Road. I'll have the details in tonight's weather report.
13 years after his first global title, Keyshawn Walcott stands at the top of the podium once again after winning the World Championship men's javelin.
Jareem Richards joined his compatriots in the winner's row, earning silver in the men's 400 meters. Jassi Marik joins us now.
Thank you so much, guys. It was a fantastic day for Trinidad and Tobago, indeed, at the World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. And as you guys would have known, just 4 athletes representing Trinidad and Tobago this time around, and we leave with 2 medals, 1 gold, 1 silver. Thursday morning, Trinidad and Tobago was held in suspense as a quality field lined up in the men's javelin on the hunt for World Championship glory. It featured 2-time world champion Anderson Peters of Grenada, reigning Olympic champion Arshad Nadeem of Pakistan, 2020 Olympic champ Neeraj Chopra of India, and Kenya's 2015 world champion Julius Yego, all against Trinidad and Tobago's very own Keyshawn Walcott in the mix for the medals. American Curtis Johnson opened up with an 86.67 meter effort to throw down the gauntlet. Peters from Grenada answered back, his second throw landing 87.38 meters for the lead, but a temporary thrill for our Caribbean neighbors.
So, Keyshawn Walcott hoping to improve his performances in the World Championship. Oh, that's more like it. He's never won a World Championship medal before. 87.83 for Walcott, and then one by one they tried to better the boy from Toko. Nadeem, Chopra, Peters, none of them able to match, and then, as if just for fun, Walcott tickled the Tokyo audience.
Let's see if the Trinidadian and Tobagan can harness that. Wow. He's putting together a lovely sequence here.
88.16 meters put him out of touch once and for all.
There's only one colour left to be decided.
Peters settled for second and Johnson claimed the bronze. 13 years after his first global triumph.
He's a world champion now. More than a decade after he last tasted gold in London. What a night for the Trinidad and Tobago athlete.
Like, it's been a long 13 years, just being persistent. I always, since 2016 has been my last time on the podium, and the World Championship medal has always been out of my reach, but finally tonight I've gotten it, and I couldn't be more happy. I'm grateful to be able to deliver this medal for my country.
Minutes later, TNT was up for another medal, this time in the men's 400.
Jareem Richards was 4th in the Olympic final last year. I just mentioned he's the only finalist to have made closing stages here in Tokyo. Kiti Nene has been in great form this year. Could he back up those titles from his nation? The men's 400-meter final is away. Jareem Richards to Corey Patterson. Perhaps the athletes of the most decorated CVs find themselves on the inside. The stagger will unwind, and what will be the order at the moment? 80 meters to go. Kevin Achipi to the board. Jareem Richards driving in lane 2. Kevin Achipi, can he turn it into a gold medal for Botswana? Kevin Achipi becomes the first ever champion for Botswana.
silver for the Dream in 43.72 and a new national record, Botswana's Busan Kebenachipi, too good in a world-leading time, 43.53, while another Botswanian, Bayapo Ndori, was third in 44.20. The feat of both TNT athletes, however, rang through the nation.
Great accomplishment by Jerry Richards, man.
And Kishon won the javelin.
That's a great accomplishment by these two Trinidadian and Trinbagonian athletes.
The government should do something fantastic for them. I don't know. Give them a reward or something. I don't know.
As to what they should be awarded, I am not sure what the government position is, but it should be something memorable. I don't know what they should be rewarded with, but at least something tangible to show that the nation appreciates the representation.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar led tributes on behalf of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, calling Walcott a true representation of the resilience, strength and dedication of our people. And she praised Richards for his hard work, perseverance and dedication, saying, "We remain forever proud of his achievements."
We are proud of our athletes, as I would have said. So we will be meeting with Kishon on Sunday. I think he's landing around 1. Unless that changes, he should be landing around 1 p.m. So we will be there to greet him.
Any national holiday?
Not yet. We didn't discuss that.
Former government ministers such as former Minister of Sport Shamfa Kujo and former Minister of Finance Colm Imbert also congratulated both athletes. And of course, as you would appreciate, this is a win they share with their families, their friends, and the entire country, which is why you'll see more of this in the Sportcast later on. Guys, I know you certainly are as proud as we all were in that newsroom today, and we want to say congratulations to both Kishon and Jareem.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Justin. We look forward to seeing what other stories you have in tonight's podcast.
I'm still getting goosebumps watching those races. And
All
right, given the wins today, we asked, how do you feel about Kishon Walcott and Jareem Richards' performance at the World Championships?
Here's what you told us.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
I'm happy to see that it did well. I thank God for that.
Well, honestly, I didn't know it was going on, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing for us. And Jareem, to big up Jareem, he brought home silver for us, so yeah, it's a good thing.
Fantastic, fantastic. They continue to put Trinidad and Tobago out front. I wish them all the best.
What I feel about the victory today is hard. Number one, the boat put out a lot. Number two, the boat had a lot out. Number three, the boat trained hard.
Well, right. So at least we have two people, you know, that what should I say, leading, you know, and making us feel proud at the end of the day, no matter what.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
To some other news now. Legislation allowing someone to acquire citizenship through their grandparents is closer to becoming law after the Constitution Amendment Bill was passed in the upper house with a slim margin. The bill was passed with 16 votes in favor, 13 against, and 1 abstention. Temporary Senator Wesley Gibbings was the sole independent senator to vote for the bill. And with the new amendment, a person can become a citizen even if their parent or grandparent was a citizen by descent themselves. The government said this will massively help the TNT football team scout players from a wider talent pool. However, a main contention of the opposition is that FIFA clearly states the players' parents or grandparents need to be born in this country and not a citizen by descent. However, in winding up the debate around midnight, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Sports, David Naked, said FIFA will only be concerned with what passport the player holds and nothing more.
So in all ways, however you look at it, once you hold that passport and you come to FIFA and say, well, I want to play for Trinidad and Tobago, and Trinidad and Tobago granted you that passport, FIFA doesn't go into any background check. Well, you got it from your grandmother, your grandfather, you got it from here. They don't. Absolutely not. No, keep quiet.
But both government and the opposition were on the receiving end of a scolding from newly appointed independent Senator Sophia Choate. Choate, a senior counsel, asked the opposition to stop the fear-mongering brought on by concerns that the amendment to the law will allow foreign fighters and their children to return. She said that has already been happening for some time. Choate also chastised the government for what she called a flawed bill, and she even said some senators spoke mistruths to the population.
If anybody does a quick Google search, you will see that the legislation in Guyana is tight. You must have a Guyanese parent if you are living abroad in order to get citizenship. So to come here and suggest that we have a wide range of countries from Guyana to Jamaica and elsewhere which allow citizens, I beg your pardon, persons to come in and access citizenship is simply wrong.
Also speaking last night, the Attorney General sought to assure the Parliament that there is no nefarious motive for the bill. John Jeremy said the bill will not facilitate voter padding nor open up this country's purse to people targeting social entitlements and grants.
The state has admitted to gross abuse of power in its handling of Brent Thomas's case. Attorney General John Jeremy apologized for Thomas's unlawful detention in Barbados and forced return to Trinidad, calling the ordeal and reputational damage unacceptable. The state has now dropped its appeal against the High Court ruling in Thomas's favor, clearing the way for a multi-million-dollar settlement talks. Thomas says the loss of rights and unchecked authority should concern every citizen. He tells CNC3 News he hopes to rebuild his life and coach Olympic athletes for Trinidad and Tobago. He adds the admission of guilt on the Rowley government's part should be investigated to understand more of who, how, and why the loss of individual rights could be easily swept away with due process. Justice Devendra Rampersad previously stayed all charges, scolding police for their conduct. Alleged gang leader Raja E. Ali has cleared a preliminary hurdle in his lawsuit challenging his transfer to military facilities under the undergoing state of emergency. Yesterday, lawyers for the Attorney General argued Ali's case lacked merit, citing his valid detention order. But Justice Marissa Robertson approved a rolled-up hearing allowing both leave and substantive issues to be considered together. Ali claims his transfer to Tetron Barracks in July was unlawful, as the facility was then designated for convicted prisoners, not pre-trial detainees like himself. He says the change in designation came only after legal objections. Evidence deadlines are set with oral submissions due in January. Ali remains on remand for the murder of senior counsel Dana Sita-Howe.
Still to come in the news, after 10 years, it takes the Prime Minister's return to office for the Couva Hospital to finally become fully operational.
Fueling the proliferation of illegal guns in TNT are straw purchases. Shane Superville explains the Tim.
Coming up in sport, the TTFA and Technical Director Anton Cornel part ways midway through TNT's World Cup push.
We go to Sunday dinner at our mother-in-law's house every Sunday.
At your mother-in-law's?
Yes, every Sunday.
So what's your favorite thing?
Our favorite thing. Are you ready?
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this? Hang on, it's gonna be delicious.
You bet.
What is it?
It's a Steve sandwich!
Don't miss the fun and laughter on Family Feud. Weekdays at 5:30 p.m. only on CNC3.
Government is hopeful that by the end of the year, the Couva Children's Hospital will be opened.
Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo, along with Works and Infrastructure Minister Jaylene John, accompanied UDCOT officials on a tour of the 230-bed facility today to show that it's almost ready for operation.
Jensen Levin has this report.
It cost this country nearly $1 billion to construct and open the Couva Children's Hospital. It has been underutilized for the last 10 years. But according to Minister of Works and Infrastructure Jaylene John, they are hopeful that by the end of this year, it will be open to the public.
Depending on which political party you ask about the operationalization of the Couva Hospital, it was either abandoned or meant to be a vanity project. But as biomedical engineers Emily Coker and Nathan Jeremy explained, the hospital was fit for purpose, ready for use, at least the parts shown during Thursday's tour.
10 years ago, this was state-of-the-art. The monitors are functional. This piece of equipment is also fully functional. It has never been used on an actual patient up until this point in time, but the bed is fully functional. Also, the pendant system. What's the cost? $1.3 million.
The hospital was commissioned in 2015 by the People's Partnership Administration, but when the PNM took office, Prasad Bisesa for 10 years repeatedly called for the hospital to be opened. It had been renamed by the last government after being used to treat COVID-19 patients during the pandemic. Works and Infrastructure Minister Jerlene John says government will upgrade the equipment left unused.
We have to go out to tender. We have come this far. So we are going out to tender, which takes a little time, about 2 months. But we're going to work on Chugam at the same time. You have seen that structurally the hospital is in fairly good condition, right? So with some paint up and so on and some elbow grease, because the hospital has to be very sterile, very clean. We are treating with that. The equipment is the more worrying thing because they look good on you, but they are mainly obsolete.
The government ministers made it a point to recall the infant deaths at the Port of Spain neonatal ICU last year, saying those deaths could have been possibly avoided had the hospital been used. Responding to concerns about staffing for the facility, Dr. Bodo says there is a national shortage of nurses, but he made a request for funding to staff the hospital in the upcoming budget. Dr. Bodo was also asked for an update on the Port of Spain Central Block.
What I would say is let us wait until that tour is completed tomorrow. I invite you to join that tour tomorrow so you can see for yourself, and then we take it from there. We're in government. This is not about politics. It's about, doing what is best for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Some of the works to be done at the Couva Hospital include replacing the incubators and radiant warmers in the neonatal ICU, replacing the frequency power module amplifier for the 3T MRI machine, repairing structural damage caused by a landslip, pressure washing and repainting the hospital, and replacing the external sign. Former Health Minister Terence Yalsing was contacted for comment, but he referred us to the former CEO of the North Central Regional Health Authority, Davlin Thomas. Calls and messages to Thomas went unanswered up to news time. Jensen Lavend, CNC3 News.
The minority leader is accusing Chief Secretary Farley Augustine of going silent on national issues, particularly on government stance on rising tensions between Venezuela and the U.S.
Calvin Morris says since the April 28th election, Augustine has not spoken out on any issues. At a media conference today, Morris said fishermen are afraid to go out at sea as vessels are being bombed in regional waters. He accused Augustine of failing to represent them, despite earlier promises to defend Tobago's interests.
You have your fishers saying that we are afraid to go out and fish because we are seeing boats being bombed and we don't know if one of these days we might just be next. We don't know. And they are afraid to go out. And rather than the Chief Secretary raise his voice on behalf of the fishers, because he now has his friends in Trinidad and they are speaking a certain kind of language, he has now gone quiet, and he has now not just quiet, but he has gone soft.
But contrary to Morris's claims, Augustine commented on the situation on Tuesday, saying he's not worried about the U.S.-Venezuela tensions.
He said the strikes happened outside of Trinidad and Tobago's waters, and law-abiding fishermen operating locally have nothing to fear. But Morris insists Augustine has gone soft.
A 13-year-old student of Coriel Secondary School has been charged with possession of marijuana for trafficking, becoming the first person charged by the new school-oriented policing unit. The Form 1 student from Malabar was detained yesterday after an officer received a tip-off and found 1.6 grams of marijuana and wrapping paper in his pockets. Deputy Police Commissioner Junior Benjamin urges parents to monitor what children bring to school, saying police presence is already exposing hidden issues. And police are investigating a viral video showing a female student at Presal Secondary verbally confronting an officer. The clip captured the end of an incident that began during mandatory bag checks at the school's entrance. The student reportedly became disruptive after being cautioned about her uniform. An officer intervened before a female dean escorted her to the office. Deputy Police Commissioner Junior Benjamin confirmed internal disciplinary action was already taken. This marks the second incident at that school in just 2 weeks, following a case where students locked a police officer into a classroom. That matter also remains under investigation.
Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander says schools across the country are making urgent and widespread requests for police presence on their compounds.
Speaking to the media this evening, Alexander noted a shift in attitude, explaining that schools which once tried to conceal incidents of violence are now actively seeking support from law enforcement.
There are times when a lot of these schools would have put things under the carpet. You know why? To save the name of the school. But now, they are coming out, some of the same schools, coming out now and saying, listen, we need police at this school. All right?
So more schools have been asking, other than the original?
Yeah, no, a lot of schools have been asking. So it's about saving the people in the school. I can't say children because some of them don't behave like children. So we are saving those students in the school.
Well, Alexander says they've already begun seeing an improvement in student behavior, but he was asked whether the use of other types of illegal drugs being in schools.
If I just had a banana, would you see it?
Police officers are currently stationed at 60 schools.
Uncertainty is rocking industries across the board, including that of insurance. Economist Dr. Terence Farrell warns this unpredictability could cripple growth by stalling investment and major financial decisions.
Andrea Perez-Sobas has more in tonight's Business Watch.
Global economic uncertainty is shaking industries worldwide, including insurance. Economist and former central bank deputy governor Dr. Terence Farrell warns uncertainty could cripple growth by stalling investment and key decisions.
It causes a certain kind of paralysis. It causes people to stand still, both businesses and consumers and clients to stand still. And I think that is the cause of great concern because it then has a set of knock-on effects which then lead to lower economic growth.
Economist Dr. Indira Sajiwan echoed the concern, noting that clients are likely to pause in the face of such uncertainty.
Because if you're uncertain in terms of what's going to happen, you are going to look at your pocket, you're going to look at the money that you have available to you, and you will now be making decisions in terms of how do you allocate it. You will think about for how long, for example, do I anticipate this period of uncertainty to last before there's clarity. If I anticipate it's going to last for 1 year, 2 years, then I am going to act in a way to ensure at the end of the day that my basic needs are met.
Sajiwan observed that across the region, insurance continues to be perceived as a necessary evil by the consumers, whether they are individuals, businesses, or government entities. And former insurance executive Paul Troublé, giving another perspective on the insurance industry, says while some mergers have occurred, the industry still faces too many small operators and struggles to meet the demands of regulators, shareholders, and policyholders alike.
We have some maturing to do in that particular regard. So no, I don't think the appropriate rates are still at that level for PNC. And I worry about it because I see loss costs increasing because I'm not seeing the kinds of mitigation that we need to do.
The three panelists were speaking at the Association of TNT Insurance Companies conference at the Hyatt Regency on Thursday. And now for a look at today's energy and foreign exchange prices. Andrea Perez-Sobas, CNC3 Business Watch.
Sharmak is up next with the weather. Let's see what he has for us.
We had an initially fair to partly cloudy day as some upper-level clouds moved over us from Venezuela, giving us a bit of shade from the sun. Thunderstorms took a while to get going today, building just after 2 p.m. over northern Trinidad. I'll have the details on the impact and an update on Tropical Storm Gabrielle coming up just after the break.
Hey, man. Where are you? Okay. He said 5 minutes. Anyone want dessert? Maybe he's stuck at the office? Surprise! Not yet, Carl.
Bro, I'm literally at the altar right now.
Relax. I'm almost there.
We're like the friend who isn't always late.
You have the rings.
CG United. Good like that.
Feeling drained, run down, or just not at your best? Your body might be missing key nutrients it needs to fight back. This powerful blend delivers high-dose vitamin C for immune defense, vitamin B6 and B12 for energy and brain support, and essential minerals like magnesium, zinc, and potassium to help your body recharge and recover. Whether you're fighting stress, supporting immunity, or bouncing back from a workout, this formula has your back. Fuel your cells, boost your immunity, feel the difference.
What if your best hair day was every day?
Elvive Hyaluron Plus Plump with hyaluronic acid. 2 times more hydration transforms your hair for up to 72 hours. Work that bounce. Elvive Hyaluron Plus Plump by L'Oreal Paris.
You're worth it.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve. Big goals, small ones too. Rand Credit Union, we've got you. No more waiting, that won't do. Make someday today. One life, so make it good. Live the way you know you should. With Rand Credit Union, yes you could. Make someday today.
Live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Do you also find putting on shoes awkward? Do it like me. Put them on easily without using your hands. It's like an invisible shoehorn helping you step right into the shoe. You don't even have to bend down. Just slide your foot in and you're done. Try it. Skechers Slip. Hands free.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. A real much you wanna shop, let go view. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food Basket, Marketplace Go View, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Do you know that Neo Eyewear was the first to offer the Ray-Ban Meta glasses in Trinidad?
And yes, they are genuine and authentic with different colors and sizes to match your style. With these glasses, you can listen to music, take calls hands-free, pictures, and even videos.
And yes, they offer a free eye test.
And back to school sale, frames, lens for $200. You heard me right, $200 for frames, lens, eye test, everything. So what are you waiting for? See your way with Neo Eyewear.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinbago Night Riders for CPL 2025. Get a chance to win all-inclusive finals home lines when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB. Terms and conditions apply.
Energize your performance and win big with Jameson's Power Play for Health. Buy any Jameson product at your local pharmacy for a chance to win a grand prize of $5,000. Enter by submitting your receipt online or in the marked entry boxes in stores. Also enjoy instant prizes through exciting in-store games. Visit at Jameson TV on IG and Facebook or check in stores for full details on how to enter. Jameson, here for your health.
Welcome back, and welcome back to Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, it was raining today, raining medals for Trinidad and Tobago.
Hopefully we get a flood of medals in the future as well with more athletes. But we did get some thunderstorms today over northern Trinidad, which led to a bit of flooding. So let's take a look at some of the footage of that. The eastern main road near Champlain was under a few inches of water, but was still passable today with traffic moving slowly in both directions. Now this was after a heavy downpour just after 2 p.m. today and caused some traffic disruption in the surrounding areas as well. But the water quickly drained from the area. More than likely we'll see these minor disruptions continue over the next few days. Now onto the satellite. Tropical storm Gabrielle is now northeast of the island chain, and we have two tropical waves in the eastern Atlantic, number 33 and 34. Number 33 is expected to get here on Monday, and 34 between Wednesday and Thursday next week. Now taking a closer look at Gabrielle, conditions are not favorable for it to strengthen at the moment, so it will maintain tropical storm strength for the next 3 days, after which it's expected to make that right turn while becoming a hurricane by Monday and passing near to the island of Bermuda. Remember, Gabrielle poses no threat to Trinidad and Tobago at this time or any time in the future. So for the forecast for tonight, partly cloudy conditions with just 1 or 2 isolated showers, overnight lows of 24 in Trinidad and 27 in Tobago. Tomorrow, showers should be just a bit more widespread, as I saw some of them moving in on the satellite. Thunderstorms will likely form between the late morning into the afternoon, and the more intense activity is expected to settle by the late afternoon, so similar to the past couple of days. A few isolated showers can still be expected in the evening and overnight as well. Now, as always, look out for the possibility of street or flash flooding with those heavier downpours. Seas still maintaining slight to moderate conditions, and winds out of the east to southeast at around 10 knots. Now, looking ahead, tomorrow and Saturday seem similar with mixed conditions. Sunny periods with isolated thunderstorms, but Sunday through Tuesday will be a bit more on the rainy side with a bit more widespread showers, especially with the ITCZ expected to be over the area and the next tropical wave on Monday. Now, for some tips for the motorists out there, please reduce your speed on the wet roads and keep a safe distance from the car in front of you, as braking distances can get longer on those wet roads, and you can even hydroplane or lose control of the vehicle with just a few inches of water. Also, maintain your vehicle. Windshield wipers and tires. Remember, the tires are the only things holding you to the road. And please, most importantly, do not drive through any floodwaters at any point in time, especially if you cannot gauge the depth of the floodwater.
That's some great advice there, Jean-Marc.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
In sacred moments, only the finest will do. Gold medal ghee. Pure ghee, pure devotion. Taste the gold medal difference today.
Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or simply someone who values their health, Omega XL can empower you to keep doing what you love. Don't let joint discomfort hold you back.
Live long, stay strong with the XL brand.
Muscle Russell.
Get a loan at Bremont. The process is simple. Fast and efficient approvals. Receive funds within 24 hours once approved. And no penalty for early repayment. Located at 4 Gallas Street, Woodbrook. Remember, we like to lend.
Presenting the most modern pharmaceutical facility in the country, Food Basket Hyperfarm Pharmacy Food Basket Complex, Arima. We stock the widest range of health and beauty products, baby supplies, stationery, fragrances, and cosmetics. Our organic, sugar, and gluten-free products cater to vegans and the health conscious. A wide assortment of dispensary medication and over-the-counter items at the most affordable prices. Make Hyperfarm Pharmacy your choice. Located on the compound of Food Basket Complex, Arima.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
If you could see what the future holds, you'd see that while things change, you've still got it. You are strong, resilient, And you won't be defined by time. You'll own every minute of it. Because you were made for more. Discover how Alive multivitamins by Nature's Way help you age vibrantly.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve big goals, small ones too. Rand Credit Union, we've got you. No more waiting, that won't do. Make someday today. One life, so make it good. Live the way you know you should. With Rand Credit Union, yes you could. Make someday today.
Live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Feeling off balance? Your body might be missing AMPK. It's your natural reset, regulating how your body stores fat and processes sugar. Berberine Plus activates AMPK, helping your cells use energy better, reduce fat, and keep sugar levels in check. Berberine Plus, now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide.
Crack the science of stronger hair. New Fructis with keratin, protein, or biotin in reloaded systems. Up to 72 hours frizz control, 48 hours definition, or 72 hours thicker looking hair. New Fructis by Garnier, naturally.
Guys, how do you rate your performance in the bedroom? Performance matters. With just one daily dose of Vital Dur, you'll rev up your libido. Vital Dur's blend of natural superfoods to boost energy and increase sex drive. Get your bottle of Vital Dur now.
For years, the influx of illegal high-powered guns into TNT has had deadly consequences for the nation.
But the fight against arms trafficking isn't just a local one, as it's also the focus of U.S. authorities as well.
Shane Superville spoke with Miami authorities for this story.
The prevalence of gun crimes and mass shootings remains a major concern to law enforcement at home and abroad. Between 2022 to 2025, 4 Trinidadian nationals have been arrested and sentenced for firearms trafficking out of Florida to TNT. These persons, known as straw purchasers, often buy guns at legitimate firearms retailers in the U.S. and illegally smuggle them to different countries. Speaking with CNC3 News at the Miami field office for the Diplomatic Security Services Agency, Acting Special Agent Ryan McSeveny acknowledged that arms trafficking was one of several key security issues facing the Caribbean.
The Caribbean is ripe for human trafficking, human smuggling. We also have seen a lot of weapons smuggling coming to and from Trinidad, but I could get you a more specific answer on that at a later time.
But while McSeveny says Caribbean police, including the TTPS, offer their support, the U.S.-based Customs and Border Protection Agency has also been doing their part, as Florida serves as a key corridor for goods in and out of the United States. And with such a critical trafficking route, Director of the Port of Miami, Kamisha Sherrill, acknowledges that effective border security involves scanning shipments entering and leaving their country.
So certainly we are looking at things that are coming across our borders inbound, but certainly those things that are leaving that may be, whether that's protected material, maybe for technology or different things like that, or certainly, narcotic smuggling and weapons smuggling as well.
But heightened awareness may not be enough, as traffickers find new, innovative ways of smuggling their illicit cargo. Florida-based gunsmith and firearms specialist Hugh Sharon says that the issue of persons buying guns in the U.S. and exporting them illegally isn't limited to Trinidad, noting that the problem was much more complicated than simply banning guns altogether.
The military and the police are always going to have guns. You're going to have people in the military and the police that are corrupt, that are going to be able to get guns for people who really want them, who want to pay enough. So I don't think the problem would ever go away unless you had a 100% ban on all guns on the entire planet.
Referring to similar challenges faced in fighting narco trafficking, Sharon, who has close to 50 years' experience in firearms training, says once there's a demand, criminals will always find a supply. From the port of Miami to Port of Spain, the fight against crime is interconnected. Guns smuggled out of Miami sometimes find their way into the hands of criminals locally, fueling the violence and bloodshed behind our ongoing state of emergency. U.S. authorities here know that the Caribbean is part of their security landscape, and sometimes what happens in Miami doesn't always stay here. Sometimes it reaches our shores as well. Shane Superville, CNC3 News, Miami, Florida.
Thank you so much, Shane. Let's hand you over now to Jassy. Jassy?
Thank you, Ria. After the break, Guyana Amazon Warriors advance to the CPL finals. And medals, and more medals as the Caribbean takes the world stage by storm. Stick around, sport is next.
Food basket. Food basket, nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. A remush, I wanna shop, flip of you. Food basket, the nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food basket, marketplace Shogunas, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right. You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve big goals, small ones too. Rand Credit Union, we've got you. No more waiting, that won't do. Make someday today. One life, so make it good. Live the way you know you should. With Rand Credit Union, yes you could. Make someday today.
Live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Plumbing problems? Don't guess. Call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646. Proud to be serving Trinidad and Tobago for over 20 years. We do it all. Maintenance and repairs, new construction, sewer lines, inspection, drain cleaning, leak detection. We are licensed and insured. So call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646.
There's a fire that burns inside the human body, and most people don't even know it. You can't always feel it, but it's there. Inflammation, the hidden root behind arthritis, myocarditis, pancreatitis, prostatitis, and much more.
Inflammation is the enemy. Let Omega XL be your weapon.
Hey, man. Where are you? Okay. He said 5 minutes. Anyone want dessert? Maybe he's stuck at the office? Surprise! Not yet, Carl.
Bro, I'm literally at the altar right now.
Relax. I'm almost there. We're like the friend who isn't always late.
You have the rings.
CG United. Good like that.
Welcome back. Well, Trinidad and Tobago's third World Championship gold, a first ever at last for Kishon Walcott, was greeted with cheers. And CNC3 Sport went on a road trip to Trinidad's northeast to hear what his hometown fans had to say.
He's a world champion now, more than a decade after he last tasted gold in London.
Kishon Walcott's story is a lesson in perseverance for his community and surrounding areas. Anthony Riley says, relaxing along the banks of the Valencia River, Toco resident Anthony Riley says this morning's achievement, like Walcott's first 13 years ago, is just the shot in the arm needed on the northeast coast and throughout Trinidad and Tobago.
I'm very proud of him. After how much years? 13 years. But he reaching at the age of 32 and do this so good for Trinidad and Tobago. But that good for Toco because they just figure we in the backyard and what will come out from in the country.
Many members of the community spent today actively in pursuit of their own goals and daily bread. But as we spread the news of our latest gold medal, its effect was evident.
I find it good because I know what your video has just showed me, and I was really surprised.
Keyshawn's aunt, a multi-Carifta champion herself, Anna Lee, took a break from today's celebrations to sum up the Walcott family's feelings.
We are extremely, extremely proud of you. You have given the youths of Trinidad and Tobago the opportunity to dream, to believe in themselves. You have shown them that at the end of every tunnel, there's a rainbow. And your rainbow came as a gold medal.
His brother Elton, himself a Pan Am and national triple jump champion, spent his day on the ocean, but when contacted offshore, was full of praise for the man known as Golden Walcott.
13 years after the fact, to be able to rise above all obstacles, all the pressures, all the injuries, everything that, has been the obscuring factors. It's a testament to hard work and dedication over everything else.
The sentiments were echoed all along the Toko Main Road.
He has shown us that success is always lying there beyond the horizon, and the thing is about it, don't ever give up.
Boy, it's a great achievement. And the way the youths in them going these days, they should take something from, some footstep from him now.
What you have accomplished over the years and the sacrifices you made don't go unnoticed, and I'm really proud of you.
And the community is united in its belief that sport can help secure its future.
Knowing that he's from our area as well, if much more could be done, to help they reach that goal as well, it would be nice.
It's an inspiration for the youths and them to come out of the drugs and the murder.
We have a lot of aspiring youths up there that need to be recognized, you understand? And this should give them the just to go forward now, that they could make it too, and they could make it outside there big.
Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sport.
Meanwhile, in Point Fortin, the entire borough could hear the screams from the Richards family home, where an early morning watch party culminated in World Championship silver. TNT's Jareem Richards was assigned a tough inside lane in this morning's 400-meter final. But thousands of miles away, a proud family willed him on in Lakeview, Point Fortin. Of the 8 World Championship finalists, Jareem was third fastest in the semis.
The men's 400-meter final is...
And the only finalist from last year's Olympic Games, where he placed 4th. Those stats gave him good odds of a medal in Tokyo as well as in Point Fortin.
The stagger will unwind, and what will be the order at the moment? 80 metres to go. Kevin Achipi to the board. Jareem Richards driving in lane 2. Kevin Achipi, can he turn it into a gold medal for Botswana? Kevin Achipi becomes the first ever champion for Botswana at the World Athletics Championships.
When the dust settled, the congratulations from his family flowed.
And I must say that I am very proud of him. Not only because he's my nephew, because as far as I am concerned, he's one of the most consistent athletes we have in Trinidad and Tobago.
I just want to read something that I would have sent him to encourage him on Tuesday. And I would have indicated in track, it is facts that lane 4, 5, and 6 are the preferred lane. You know all too well the disadvantage of lane 9 as it cost you your Olympic medal. And I have heard that lane 1 and 2 are even more difficult lanes. Seldom do anyone win a race from those lanes. You, my son, must remember the name of the Lord your God. He is God over all the lanes and over this race.
Indeed, from lane 2 to the second rung on the podium meant the dream had delivered.
10 out of 10.
What do you think they should give them for their performance?
A nice house.
Point has always produced great athletes. We have a history of producing great footballers, basketballers, and this is just another part of showing the skill set and the excellence of Point Fortin people.
I am very proud of him, and I always knew that he could do it, right? So, thumbs up to Jareem.
When we have the right support, financial, coaches, dedication, hard work, consistency, in any field, the Caribbean man, specifically Trinidadians, we can excel to the highest.
Poignant words there, and once again, congratulations to Jareem Richards and Keyshawn Walcott. Now, the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association announced today that they have parted ways with technical director Anton Corneal. Corneal, who has served, or rather several stints in the position, held this last one since 2022 when he was reappointed by the then Normalization Committee. The TTFA released today thanked Corneal for his years of service, commitment and dedication to the development of Trinidad and Tobago football. However, the association said it is charting a new direction, and this decision was taken as a part of a broader effort to strengthen the structure of the sport in Trinidad and Tobago. In more football news, a rough night in Kingston for Trinidad and Tobago's Defence Force Football Club as they went down 2-1 against Jamaican side Cavalier FC in the CONCACAF Club Cup. The Soldiers actually drew first blood in under 2 minutes at the Kingston National Stadium. Isaiah Garcia's cross from the right flank was bundled over the goal line by Kahim Thomas, but Darrell Massicott pulled Cavalier level before half-time, robbing the defenders and then stabbing the ball past Christopher Biggett in the Defence Force goal. They would steal all 3 points with a late winner when Christopher Ainsworth arrived undetected to seal a 2-1 win in Group B. The Soldiers now have a win and a defeat in that competition. Kudakesh Moti produced a 4-wicket spell which propelled Guyana Amazon Warriors to the Caribbean Premier League final. Moti helped the Warriors defend a relatively small total on a 2-paced pitch. Ian Wason tells us more.
Guyana Amazon Warriors opener Ben McDermott got a top score of 34 before he was bowled by David Wissa with a score on 45. Quinton Sampson was hitting cleanly until he was caught stretching after a wide ball. Moeen Ali's dismissal with Guyana on 107 for 6 meant potential trouble, but Dwayne Pretorius' flourish brought 17 from 18 balls. Before he was Tabriz Shamsi's third wicket, Shamsi finished with 3 for 33. The wicket of Shea Hope for 32 sunk the hearts of the home team fans, but Romario Shepard's 21 gave them a lift, and GAW reached 157 all out in 19.5 overs. The Kings' top order was in a conundrum early in the chase, and by the time they reached 12 runs, they had already lost 3 wickets. More problems in the 7th over as Kudakesh Moti struck with back-to-back deliveries. Pandemonium in Providence. The Kings 44 for 5. The Bacchanal didn't end there. Crowd favourite Imran Tahir bowled Aaron Jones, and Moti returned for wicket number 3, David Wissa's. Caripe and Alzari Joseph attempted an ambitious partnership, but Joseph was out for 14 at 85 for 8. Pierre then found better company from Timal Mills in a 32-run stand that saw Pierre reached 50, but dismissed next delivery. Then Moti returned to clean up. The Kings bowled out for 143 and 14 runs short of what could have been. Warriors into Sunday's final, while Kings will play TKR on Friday for a backdoor entry into the title game. Ian Wason, CNC3 Sport.
Trinbago Knight Riders captain Nicholas Puran has accepted a charge of a level 1 offence under the CPL Code of Conduct and an ensuing 20% match fee fine. The charge relates to showing dissent at an umpire's decision during the eliminator match against the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons on Tuesday night in Providence, Guyana. On at least 3 occasions, Puran was seen directing words toward standing umpire Ryan Banwari. On 2 of those occasions, Banwari had adjudged the batsman LBW before having those decisions overturned upon review. TKR eventually won the match by 9 wickets, with Puran top scoring with 90 not out. Regionally, it was a thrilling day for the Caribbean at the World Athletics Championships. Keshawn Walcott was not the Caribbean's only golden child on day 6 of the World Athletics Championships, as Cuba's Leanis Perez Hernandez joined him on the pinnacle of the podium in the women's triple jump. A strong world-leading leap of 14.94 meters on her 4th attempt, as good as gold. But that's not all the region wrote. Silver went to the defending Olympic champion Dominica's Thea Lafond, who left it late with a leap of 14.89 meters. Venezuela's Yulimar Rojas claimed the bronze with a hop, skip and a jump of 14.76, while another Cuban, Liadamis Povea, was just outside of the medals in 4th. And just like Jareem did by streaking to silver in the men's 400, the Caribbean had representation on the rostrum in the women's 400 meter as well. Defending champion Marilady Paulinho pipped this time, but silver in one of the fastest women's 400 meters of all time was more than just consolation. It was an accomplishment. Dipping beneath 48 seconds, her time of 47.98, a new Dominican Republic national record. 2 gold and 4 silver on day 6. From the Caribbean to the world, the region raking them in at the World Championships in Tokyo. Well, when it comes to tonight's Sport High, there can be none other than 2 of Team TTO's finest in Tokyo.
Keyshawn Walcott set the tone for the day when he rose to prominence with an 88.16 meters throw to the top of the javelin podium, striking gold. Seeing what his countryman did, Jareem Richards in the men's 400 meters ran a national record of 43.72 to cup silver. Yes, what a day for Trinidad and Tobago on the track and in the field. So Keyshawn Walcott and Jareem Richards, for your outstanding performances today, you both have earned tonight's CNC3 Sport High.
And really, I love the comments of some of the community members and urging Trinidad and Tobago to continue to invest in especially these rural areas to see more type of talent.
And I really enjoyed Jareem's aunt's, her message to him just days before about, it doesn't really matter what lane you run in, but, the faith that you place in God.
Exactly.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Well, a great day for TNT. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
High blood pressure doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aja Nutrition's blood pressure support is crafted with a clinical strength blend to help you take control naturally. Gentle on the body, powerful for your heart. Blood pressure support by Aja Nutrition. Naturally strong.
Millions of people are attacked by harmful mouth bacteria. The root cause of bad breath, gum problems, cavities, plaque, and tartar. That's why Colgate combined the best science and technology in Colgate Total. Unlike others, its superior formula fights bacteria and creates a powerful protective barrier for up to 24 hours to prevent them from coming back. Take control of your oral health with Colgate Total.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh produce and everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale retail, everything for you. A remush, I wanna shop, flare, go view. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh produce and everything fantastic. Food Basket.
Marketplace Champlain, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Here's tonight's regional roundup.
Jamaica, the new JLP government was sworn in on Wednesday with Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness presenting a 19-member cabinet. Controversially, it includes the return of Andrew Wheatley and Robert Montague. Both men who had previously resigned under clouds of scandal are back in government for the first time in years. Regionally, Barbados' Foreign Minister Kerry Simmons has expressed concern over recent U.S. military strikes on vessels suspected of drug trafficking in Caribbean waters. Simmons says the actions may have bypassed due process and risk setting a dangerous precedent by executing suspects without trial. He says dialogue is needed to uphold the rule of law. Venezuela has launched 3 days of large-scale military exercises. The drills, named Sovereign Caribbean, are a response to recent U.S. military strikes on vessels suspected of drug trafficking. The Venezuelan defense minister says the exercises will involve air defense with armed drones and electronic warfare actions. Soini Gray, CNC3 News.
It's time to recap our headlines. Grandfather law narrowly passes, but not without serious criticism.
State drops appeal against Brent Thomas and apologizes for abuse of power in his case.
In sport, TNT's Country Boys make the country proud. Toko and Point Fortin residents endorse their star athletes after World Championships medal captures.
And for tomorrow's weather, scattered showers and isolated daytime thunderstorms favoring Trinidad.
As we leave you, let's remind you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms.
There you'll find tonight's stories, the latest updates, and exclusive content. And don't forget to pick up a copy of the TNT Guardian newspaper.
We've come to the end of the 7 p.m. news on CNC3. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ria Rambali.
Ryan Beachu.
I am Jassy Marie.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampersad. Have a good night.